It's Ash from Super Videos back for another video for Season 5 of Fear the Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to be looking at some rumors and potential spoilers for the Season 5 finale that have recently surfaced. Now, if you have watched the channel before, you know that we don't talk about spoilers or leaks on this channel, and we're not about to start. However, with this one, in this case, there are two reasons why I'm even covering this. First is that this spoiler is everywhere. I mean, there's a lot of articles, there's a lot of YouTubers talking about it, so there wasn't any way I was going to avoid it, so it was spoiled for me. So I thought, because it's out there, everyone's basically talking about it, I might as well talk about it as well. It's actually everywhere. If you remember the Abraham and Glenn death, when it leaked, it was everywhere. It's a similar situation. So the first reason I'm talking about it is that, and the second reason is that it's fear. Enough said, I think. But with that said, I do want to put out a spoiler warning for those of you that don't want to know anything about the finale, even though these rumors and potential spoilers are everywhere. If you have not heard about it already, I don't want to be the one that spoils it for you. So if you don't want to know, this is your chance to get out of here before I talk about the spoilers. So I'm assuming everyone here already knows about the spoiler now or wants to know. So the spoiler is that we're going to get a major death in the finale as a cliffhanger. Now, the death is going to be none other than Morgan. So the rumors are that Morgan will be injured or bit or something at the end of the episode, and he's going to be seconds away from being devoured by walkers that are approaching him, and the screen is going to go to black and we're not going to know whether he survives or not. It's actually a similar thing they did with Rick when he left. Obviously he left the show, he didn't die, but it seems like it's a similar sort of thing. Now, there's a bunch of things I want to talk about. The first thing I'm going to say is, because they're leaving this as a cliffhanger in the finale to such a major character who we all thought was going to be safe, I am leaning towards this being because they don't know what to do with them. They want to kind of reassess where they want the story to go in season 6, and if they need Morgan to be around, they're going to have him survive. If they don't, they're going to kill him off. So it's a cliffhanger only because they don't necessarily know what they want to do next season. And they want to obviously, make people tune in next season as well. And the other aspect of it is that Lenny James, who plays Morgan, may have wanted off the show. He might have not wanted to be around. And so they kind of made a deal so that it's up in the air, it's an open end, so that they could bring him back if they want, or they could kill him off if he really wants to go, or if they can't really make anything work out with him. Which just shows that the actors themselves are seeing the constructive criticism from the fans, and they're noticing the quality of Fear going down, and they are basically realizing that they're on a sinking ship and they want out. This happened before, it's not the first time. The actor that plays Nick wanted off the show, they had to kill him off. The actor that played Travis wanted off the show, they had to kill him off. So this has happened over and over and over again with Fear the Walking Dead. So it's not the very first time. Now, unlike everyone, I think this is good for Fear. And why do I think that? Will it ruin the Morgan character? Absolutely. Did we want him to at least go back to The Walking Dead and die there? Or did we want Morgan to die in Fear the Walking Dead before going back to The Walking Dead? No. Is this going to mess up the legacy that Morgan leaves behind? Absolutely. But is it good for the show? I think so. And why is that? That's because with Morgan gone, maybe they will concentrate a little bit more on other characters and not have the story so much focused on Morgan. Because let's be honest, ever since Morgan has shown up, he's basically been at the forefront of every story. And the show has really been Morgan and friends in many ways. So because of that, it could be good for the show. Now, to make things worse, to add to people's rage, they actually showed the final scenes of the finale, it seems, in the trailer. Because if you look at the trailer, we see this shot. This is the very final shot in the trailer. So there's a house, there's walkers approaching, and we have none other than Morgan just chilling right here. I actually didn't notice this until people brought it up when they were talking about this rumor or this spoiler. The only reason I could see Morgan just chilling like this when there's multiple walkers approaching, there could be more behind them, is that maybe he's injured or bit. So he has nothing to lose in a way. That's the only reason I could see Morgan just chilling here. But this is absolutely insane that they would put such a huge scene in the trailer. It just makes no sense. I do think this is gonna ruin the Morgan character. It will mess up the legacy that he leaves behind. But at the same time, I think it could be good for the show. Now, if things happen and they end up bringing him back next season and having him survive, then it basically goes against this scene or whatever this scene was supposed to be. And it basically makes it pointless. So it would be a pointless ending to a sort of pointless season in general. Now, if this is different and this is in fact Morgan's death, it would be a shocking ending to a pointless season. But again, I think there is some positive in it, and it's not all negative. And the positive is that we could see a shift in focus from Morgan to some other characters that are there in the show right now, like Danny, like Strand, like Alicia, who are main characters, but they've been pushed to the back burner for a little bit for no reason at all. And other characters who we don't really care about have been the focus of attention next to Morgan. Not that we don't care about Morgan, but we don't want everything to be focused on Morgan, you know what I mean? Now, what's interesting is that the way Morgan dies may actually piss off fans more than the fact that Morgan dies. So it seems like it's going to be none other than Ginny who's going to be involved in Morgan's death. And it's going to involve this key somehow. Not exactly sure what that means, but it seems like Ginny is going to be the reason why Morgan dies. This basically makes us hate this character even more. And if they don't kill her off this episode, then they're dumb. Because no one's going to want to watch her in Season 6 and to see the group defeat her in Season 6. Because you're going to leave people pissed off at the end of the season with no reward whatsoever. So that's the biggest part of it. So I think if Ginny is in fact involved in Morgan's death, and if Morgan in fact dies, I hope that they kill her off this season, at the end of this episode, I mean, and not leave it out to Season 6, because I think that would piss off fans even more than how much fans are pissed off right now. But I want to know everyone's opinions and thoughts about this. What do you think about these rumors? Do you think that they're just rumors, or do you think they're actual spoilers? And obviously at this point, it's very likely that they are in fact spoilers. What do you think about this news in general? And do you think this is good for the show or bad for the show? And also, do you think this is good for Morgan or bad for Morgan, his character and his development? That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads.